revolt risk reduction. So this is the army that's actually capable of fighting. And it's gonna stay around Paris. And all of these guys will have to go to the 5th Army Group. And the generals will have to be disbanded here, because these divisions are so weak, and the purpose is to solely fight partisans and civilians, that they don't need to be led by generals who would otherwise be fighting the battles over Dun or the battles of Stalingrad. You know what I mean? You know, a policeman shouldn't do general's job. A militia is just simply troops that, as far as I'm aware, they're just simply troops who are not very well led. And they're not very well trained. They're sort of a people who are out of job. They join the army. Everybody knows that they can't fight properly. So they are trained, basic training. Go through the basic training, get attached to units, and that's it. That's it. Can you join anything? Only the West, okay. Needs to join East. Now the reserve army has 250,000 troops. Many areas it actually needs to be at. And that's it. Now they'll be able to, with the reserve army, garrison all the important places around the map. And did I wanted to build some more of these? I'm unsure now. But it will ask for a lot more supply, unfortunately. I'll send all of these to Paris. And this is a proper army right there by Paris. That's how we look right now. What does 44th Corps? Okay, 45th Corps. The East thinks that the Soviets are pretty tough, as you can see. They do think they are reasonably tough. And the East, North, so to say, thinks that the Soviets are not that tough. But the East, South, they think that the Soviets are at least 50% of their strength. which may change dramatically later on when we incur losses and so on. And the only thing we can wait now is to upgrade our troops a little bit more, or we can actually start the advance onto the Soviet Union. I see that I can still invite Italians. I can invite just Italians and Japanese, but I'm sure I will be able to invite other factions later on too. Maybe even the Turkish. And that's it. I think that it's time for me to start a war. Oh no, they all would go otherwise to the French border. Interesting. I'll give them all this land here to rule over. And that's it. I'm declaring the war on Soviet Union. I'm gonna conquer it. Rush the Soviet Union and next everything west of the Urals. We have only to kick in the door and the whole rotten social will come crashing down. West of Urals. Oh, that would be interesting indeed. Will come crashing down. Don't know about that. Stall government in Soviet Union. I'm gonna go with just rushing the Soviet Union and annexing everything west of Urals. I think that's what the Nazis would have wanted. Anyway, as you can see, we're ready to do this war because everything is just perfectly under control. And let's do this right. I'm gonna give some more of these to the east-south. From the east-north, so that we could defend against them, their air attacks. But I'm only gonna give 2. Okay, that's it. The war has started. Multiple battles instantaneously have been launched. Destiny will give us a lot of benefits. Encirclement forced Germany into war in 1914 and blockade brought her to her knees. Conquest in the east will neatly solve both of those problems, allowing Germany to fulfill their destiny. Okay. As you can see, the initial battles are just slightly in our favor, but not everywhere. So it's kind of a 50-50 approach here. We're on blissing stance, so we're definitely gonna bleed out if we have to. They had quite a few troops all over the place here too. And in here I'm just building my panzer divisions, and soon I'm going to go with some more infantry divisions. That would help me win this. I'll build 35 infantry divisions. Soon our embargo from the USA. Soon we will have our goal to 40 armored divisions finished in just 6 months or so. A reinforcement cap is huge. They had asked us for a lot of reinforcements here. Let's look at these battles at high speed. Oh no. Did Greece got accepted into allies? Wow, that is bad. However, they're not attacking us just yet, so it's not completely a loss. It looks like we did manage to push the Soviets from their initial lines. And we are doing a great job here. Many tank formations. They have many tank formations themselves. And look at that. We did manage to push through into their territory, and it doesn't look like they are going to stop us anytime soon. Now for the reserve army, that's a big job, because they will be the ones guarding the back, so that our troops could continuously move forward. Assassination of Leon Trotsky. It looks like we are doing a great job. In just a few months we have managed to punch through the lines. The gaps are opening, and many corps structure, army structure, like regiments, can be seen. We've gained some more leadership there, and we can issue some more research orders. Don't believe that the Soviets can hold out. Not at this stage. HQ theater. I'm gonna give some more to the south, to the southeast, right there. Let's have this for the southeast. And the reserve army needs to take all the rest so that the troops would never stay behind for long. Our production is still on. The supply caps are huge. It's very expensive. We can see some of these battles going on. They were holding us here, but the whole front is actually moving. When it comes to straight road for Moscow, they are holding us. Let's not forget, if we won't give a lot more troops to our fronts, they will eventually should spread out and be incapable of dealing enough damage. I'm pouring more and more armored divisions into the southeast front. It looks like there's a possibility of an encirclement here. They have decided the Great Patriotic War. Oh, look at that encirclement. Oh no, they are going to be losing a lot in here. Wow, that's awesome. They were unable to defend this. No, they were not. They just lost an army right there. That was a lot that they lost. It looks like they did stop us here in the south, as you can see. But that may be because the weather is not very favorable. As you can see, it starts to become really cold. They're not defending the very south of the empire, and from cold weathers or bad weathers we won't be getting any really good modifiers. Actually, the modifiers will be negative. I need to assign more land to the reserve army, as you can see, because we have conquered so much more. It's very important. And the reserve army, it's spreading out. At the same time, I'll give more new orders to these armies here. And yes, I should give them some more land here, because they need to force themselves on there. We're gonna take all of these lands here.